Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I'm so excited to be back. As you guys know, I was out of town last week. We were in Jamaica for my sister-in-law's wedding. My husband's sister got married on the beach in Jamaica. It was amazing. I guess I could tell you a little quick run through on the wedding or on the trip in general. If you don't care, if you're like, just get to the beauty stuff, stop talking, then I'll list the time that you can jump ahead to. Also, a little side note, I have a new kind of setup. I got a monitor and I'm trying something different with my focus, so bear with me on this video. Normally I have a little viewfinder like right there where I can just look right over, but now it's down there. So I probably will be looking at it less, which is a good thing, but when I do, I'll be looking down more, which is a little irritating, but I'm hoping that it'll be better with focusing and stuff like that. So bear with me. But anyway, the trip. It was so much fun. We did a lot of laying by the pool. We did a lot of, well, not a lot. We did a little bit of playing in the ocean. We did go on a little excursion. We went over to Margaritaville, which was so cute and fun, and because they had like a slide and other fun things that you could play on. And then we also did snorkeling, which I was really proud of myself for doing because I'm a huge chicken. Huge chicken. I'm not very adventurous. I'm a chicken. So even though that's really not that scary to snorkel, like scuba diving would scare the poop out of me. There's no way, yeah, I don't think I would ever do that. But anyway, I did snorkel, and I don't know how well I did at it, but I at least tried, and it was just a fun time. And then we did like some, you know, just eating with family and just a lot of hanging out. And then of course the wedding was beautiful because it was right on the beach and they were under a gazebo and it was so cute. So we just had a great trip. It was a lot of fun, but I'm happy to be back and happy to be sharing the kind of things that I was loving. I'm gonna go over the things, mostly the things I was loving on the trip, because even though it was only like the first part of this week, but I didn't get to talk about what I was loving last week. So yeah, and I kind of still kept loving the same things even the days that I've been back in town since the trip. So anyway, let's get into the favorites. Okay, first on my nails, they're totally chipping. They don't look that impressive right now, but really just chipping here. But the other hand isn't so bad. It is one of the Zoya polishes. I think this is from their new collection that came out recently, I think, or it might be a permanent color. It was in a new display, but I don't know if it's, sometimes they stick permanent colors in those, you know? So this is in Wendy. It's a really cute kind of corally pink. It's right in between coral and pink. It's so cute. I really, really like it. My monitor is showing differently, but I know usually my camera captures the colors right, so hopefully you can see that. But it's just a really cute corally pink. And I like Zoya polishes because they are the like 5 free, so instead of being 3 free, they're 5 free of like chemicals and junky stuff. So I guess they're supposed to be like healthier nail polishes. And then on this nail, on each side, it looks a little different. I have like a kind of a glittery something that I got in my Ipsy bag that I'm trying out, so I'll let you know what I think about that in my Ipsy video that'll be coming up soon. So anyway, that's what I have on my nails, and I painted them you know, right before the wedding, so it's been on there a few days, and I just kind of let my nails breathe before the wedding. Like, I really have not felt, well, for weeks, you guys know that, for my Friday favorites, I haven't felt like doing nail polish. I just felt like taking a nail polish break. So before the wedding, I painted them, and I do really like this. I think it's cute. For eyes this week, I kept it really simple. You know, we were on the beach most of the time or at the pool, but I still wear makeup. I wear a lighter version of it and, you know, not as full on or whatever. But you know, it's funny. The first day I got burned. I was wearing kind of like a natural sunscreen. It did not work. And so I got burned on my shoulders, I got burned on my chest, I got burned really bad on the tops of my legs. But I used a lot of lotions and aloe and stuff like that. And I really just only had a little bit of situation happening on the top of my shoulders. Not attractive. But I wore makeup on my face, and I did wear a different sunscreen, so I think that's definitely part of it. But I didn't burn on my face like at all. I just got a little bit tanner on my face. I just feel like makeup really helps protect your skin. And my mom has always told me that. I don't know if there's like medical research to that, but I think it kind of makes sense that there's like a barrier to your face, that it's providing just one more layer between you and the sun or free radicals and the environment. I don't know. That's my speech about makeup. I still wore it on the beach, on the poolside area, whatever. So back to eyes. I brought my Naked palette. This is my go-to travel palette. I love it. It's just easy. It just goes with everything. I feel like I can do a daytime eye, a gold eye, a bronzy eye, a smoky eye, whatever. I wore Half Baked a lot. I wore Dark Horse is one of my very favorites. And then some of the lighter shades for daytime looks. So I love it. I think this is an awesome palette. Everybody talks about it. Everybody has talked about it for years. So I'm not going to go into it a lot because I've mentioned it too. But I always bring this when I travel, like 95% of the time. So I brought it with me. Love that. And then I also brought my Too Faced Love Sephora. This is like the 15-year anniversary palette or something. This was limited edition, but I bought it when it was already on sale on Sephora's website. So I highly doubt it's still there, but you might be able to find it somewhere. I'm really not sure. But if you have it, don't forget about it. This is what I brought with me. I brought it kind of as my fun palette because it has all these like cutesy colors. Like I wanted to be able to do, you know, like I did like a turquoise eye look one day. And then I did, well, turquoise and green. I used both of these. Just super pigmented and beautiful. Let me swatch these on my hand so you can see them. They really are great shadows. I love Too Faced. I think they have some great stuff. So there are those. I mean, just so metallic and pretty. They blend really well. I feel like Too Faced, they definitely have some miss palettes for sure, but I have a lot of wins from them that I just really love. So I love that. I also brought this palette because I love the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I mean, this is amazing. It's so good. Sun Bunny bronzer. I didn't use this, but it's another good one. It's kind of like it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, you know. It's just a nice kind of basic bronzer. It's right there. And then I love this blush. This is Who's Your Poppy blush. This has been in several of the Too Faced palettes. So you may have this blush in another palette, and I believe that they sell this individually. I think. I feel like I've seen it like in individual packaging. But it's just a really pretty, kind of reminds me of NARS's Orgasm because it's like it's a peachy pink, and it reminds me of like a beachy blush, you know, because it's got a little bit of that gold sheen to it, and it looks beautiful on the skin. It is so pretty. I love this blush. So I just thought that was a great palette to bring along because it still gave me some more neutrals to play with, but also just some fun colors. I really didn't use the neutrals. I used the face products, the blush, you know, the face products, the bronzer, the blush, and then the colorful shades. But at least I had the option of more neutrals, so I really liked that. And then I also brought my Milani Brow Fix. One of you guys told me about this, and I love this thing. It's supposed to be for your brows, but I use it for my eyes, and that's what you had suggested to me, is to use it as blending shades, and it's amazing for that. It really, really is. I think it would be great for your brows too, but I love my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, so that's what I use for my brows. But this is awesome for blending shades. I mean, they are just beautiful, pigmented, matte shadows. They're great. And so it kind of does double duty. You know, if you like powder for your brows, then you've got a brow powder and you've also got great eyeshadows. So I brought this as blending shades to use with my Naked palette, even though the Naked has blending shades, just more options. And then also for, you know, my Too Faced Love Sephora palette. So just more blending shades, more, I don't know, neutrals with me. Love it. And then also this set of tweezers that this comes with, this is awesome. These are amazing. They really, really are. I have a pair of Tweezerman tweezers, and I love them. They're great. They really are awesome tweezers. But these are just as good, if not better. And they're just so cute and tiny. You know, they just make me happy to look at them. But they work so well. I mean, if you have a little tiny hair that, I mean, oh, my old tweezers, you know, that is just like the most annoying thing ever. When you're like, you've tried like 75 times and you cannot get the one hair that you can see. These will get it. So I think that this set is awesome, but even if you don't like the eyeshadows, which I think you really would, or the powders or whatever you would consider these, they're shadows for your brows or your eyes, whatever. But even if you're not a huge fan of those, the tweezers alone are worth buying this set for. So I love this thing. It took me a while to find it, because sometimes, like a lot of times, well, not sometimes, a lot of times, my CVS was sold out, so I would have to go like hunt it down. So I finally found it. Comes in this one, and then, so this one is in the light, 01 Light Brow Fix. And then I think they have either a medium or a dark. I feel like there's one other color, but I don't have that one. But I just love it, and I think it's perfect for traveling just because it's great neutrals, and also you can use it for your brows if you like to use a powder. And then for blush, I was wearing the Who's Your Poppy blush from that Too Faced palette, but then I also brought this Jordana blush. This is in Rouge. And I've mentioned these blushes before. I love them. They are so inexpensive, like $2.99. I have to get mine from the Jordana website because I don't have Kmart's next to me. I've heard that they have them at Kmart. And then also my Walgreens, they never have the blushes, so they just don't stock them. So I had to buy them on Jordana's website, but that was no big deal. This is a gorgeous color. I love all these blushes, but this one is so pretty. And I felt like it was just perfect for the trip because it's got that like youthful, easy breezy kind of a look to it. It's a little bit like Who's Your Poppy in that it's a mix of peach and pink, but this is definitely more pink. It has a lot more pink to it. And this one's matte. The other one has kind of a shimmer sheen to it, and this one is just a straight matte. But it blends really well, they wear really well, and they are so inexpensive. I have a lot of these blushes because, you know, you can get a nice collection going for not very much money because they're so inexpensive. And also, I think it's one of those things because it's less expensive. If you lose it, if it breaks when you're traveling, it's not quite as big of a loss because it's $2.99 versus if you bring like, I don't know, a super expensive, like an Hourglass blush, and you lose a $35 blush, which is absurd. Those are so nice too. But you know what I'm saying, it's just, I prefer to bring makeup with me that if something happens to it, I can more easily replace it and it's not as big of a loss, but I still really enjoy it. And I think this is an awesome blush. They're all awesome. And this color is just so cute for a beachy kind of a vacation situation. For lips, I kept it really simple. I have two favorites that I wore. This one I wore just, I think once or twice. But the other one I wore a lot, and that's what I'm wearing. Okay, so the first one, this is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain, and this is in Cherish. It is just such a cute, basic pink. And it's a cool tone, like blue-based pink, so it's very kind of bubblegum sort of a shade. It's so cute. I love it. And it's got like, it's just got that Barbie look to it. And these last really well. They're stain, so the gloss doesn't stick around for super long, but that stain stays around. So it's great for kind of a beachy situation or just vacation in general where you don't want to be like reapplying 75 times. You just want to put it on something easy and then just not worry about it. It's a great one. So I love the Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains. Really all of the Revlon crayon like type pencil lip thing stuff from Revlon. I just really like them. They're all really good. And then I also was loving this one from Loreal. This is the Glossy Balm, and this is in Lovely Mocha. So I bought two of these first, and I did a blog post on them. I'll link it down below. I bought like a peachy one and then kind of a corally one. And I liked them okay, but I ended up returning them because I just have other, like, of these kind of crayon type products that I like better. But then, and the reason is because they're just very glossy, they don't last very long, and I just like my Revlon ones better. But Emily Noel 83 talked about this one specifically in, what did I say it was called? Lovely Mocha. And she said it's just kind of like the My Lips But Better kind of a color, and it totally is. This was perfect for the trip because it's just, it's a nude, but it has a little bit of mauve to it, but a little bit of brown to it. And like I said, I'm wearing it right now, and it's very close to my natural lip color, which is what she said too. But then it just adds a lot of shine, a lot of gloss to your lips. So, I don't know, it just kind of completes your look, but it's just a very easy breezy type lip product because it's so My Lips But Better. And I think that the glossiness, it not lasting very long doesn't bother me because it's so close to my lip color. So I'm not having to worry like, do I have uneven, like a little bit of red left over on this side of my lips, but none left on this? You know what I mean? Whereas this one, it's just kind of like, it's very close to my lip color, so it's not going to be super obvious if it is wearing off. But I'm really a big fan of this one specifically. These in general, I think they're okay. I don't think they're amazing. I prefer the Revlon ones, or even the Jordana ones, or even the Neutrogena ones. I prefer all those formulas over this one, but this specific color I really do like, and I think it was perfect for bringing on the trip. Okay, and then I do have a Fooey. This was a Fooey last week, but then I didn't have a Friday favorites, but I wanted to mention it to you because I feel so strongly about this liner. This is the Benefit They're Real Push-Up Liner. I can't stand this liner. I really do not like this at all. And I've heard other people say the same thing. And some people may love it, but I can't stand it. Okay, so I had the little stopper in there, so I just removed the stopper. Oh man, it just flaked on me. So the formula is just, it's weird. Like, I've got things flaking on me. Like, what is happening? Okay, so I don't even know how to show you this because it's such a train wreck. It is so bad. Okay, so it has the little angled thing. You can see it's like, it's like totally glooped out the top because I was trying to twist it so I could show you, and then it all like comes out at once, and it's just weird, and it's dry and flaky. And once you see, it's not looking that bad right now. Like right there, it looks good. What happens is you twist it up and then you get a glob of this weird formula. And when you go to put it on your eye, you've got this big blob that you then have to like try to smooth out and use over your entire lash line. But it's just, it's hard to get precise application. And I think that's the whole, that's like their advertising for this product, is that it's really easy to use. Oh, it's great to get a, you know, an easy liner and that wing, blah, blah, blah. No, for me, I think it's so hard to get a good line with this. I just think it is such a weird formula. I put this on and then I had to, and it was like so bad, I could not get it right. I had to use my Physicians Formula Eye Booster to fix it. I love that liner. I think that's amazing. It's kind of pricey for a drugstore. It's around $10 to $12, I think, but I usually wait for a sale. But I had to use that to try to fix this situation that this created. It was just that, no. And then it flakes, like it doesn't stay very well. It kind of, it seems like a dry formula that once you get it on there, it gets kind of flaky and weird. I just don't like it. And for it being, you know, a higher price liner, I just think there are so many other ones that are better. When you go to take it off, it's extremely hard to remove. That's what's really weird, is that it gets crusty and flaky, but then when you want it off your eye, it is like glued, the parts that are still there. I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's just, not good. So that was my Fooey for this week, for sure. Alright guys, so those are all my Friday favorites and Fooeys for this week. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and let me know what kind of things you have been loving this week or not so much loving. Do you own any of the products that I mentioned? Have you figured out what in the world to do with this and how to make it work? Am I doing something wrong? Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know how your week has gone, what you're doing for the weekend, all those kind of good things. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video.